Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans, GH fans. Today's recap is for Monday, August the 15th, 2022. Pretty good. It moved. I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh my God. When the jury came in, I was like, oh my God, Trina. Oh my God, Trina. Just nervous. I was a nervous wreck. And of course, they left us hanging. Of course they did. To me, today's episode was a Friday cliffhanger episode. Okay, where do I begin? We begin with guess what, everybody? Guess what? Portia gave the injection. Oh my goodness. I just knew he was going to wake up. I knew it, right? And when he didn't, and she says, okay, here we go. I said, okay, he's waking up. He's waking up. He's waking up. And she injected him. I said, oh no, yikes. She crossed the line. Oops. But guess what? It woke him up. Yeah. Let's see what kind of repercussions later that's going to have. That's going to be interesting. Now, the bad thing about it was Portia felt she needed to be the one to talk to him when she was not the one. She was emotional. She was all over the place. She was just tell me, she was not the one. And she was badgering. She was not the right one. And then when Jordan, they got her out the elevator and, she and Curtis get in there. There's Portia just, you can save my baby. Oh my goodness. And so Jordan is like, look, let me do my job. And he says PCD doesn't care about citizens like me. And she goes, I care about any citizen, any person that was a victim of attempted murder. So he of course wants to lawyer up. Oh my goodness. And we didn't have that kind of time. See, we just didn't. And then poor Trina, she sent Rory to take her home. Jordan did to go so she could change and told him to get her to the courthouse. But whatever you do, don't you walk in there, right? Because he's in uniform. She said, you come right back here. And her father, Taggart, is there. She goes, where's mom? Jordan is still at that hospital. No, the jury is in on your daughter. You already kind of screwed up the interrogation of Oz. So where should you be? You should be by your daughter's side. Period. She's sitting up there telling Curtis, "Oh, I pushed it too hard. I did this. I did that. I did everything wrong, and I'm not with my baby. The jury's coming in." And I'm thinking, why are you still why are you still standing there? Do all of that moaning and groaning in the car on the way to the courthouse, lady. Your child is facing the biggest incident of her life, and you still at the hospital. Oh, my baby. Oh no. And she'll be all alone, and I won't get to hug her. Oh my God. I was thinking, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. And then they see Jordan. Jordan, what happened? Jordan, I'm thinking, forget about your baby girl being alone, right? We're going to stop now, talk to Jordan. And why Jordan? Oh my goodness, I'm so sick of Portia. She should have just gone to be by Trina's side, period. Just go, be there for her. Spencer's there for her. And of course, Taggart is like, get away from my baby, get away from my daughter. And did you notice? Because Spencer's taller. Spencer's right up to him, kind of looking down at him like, yeah, whatever. She my friend. Okay. Now. So Spencer sits down on Trina's side, right? And so that was kind of funny. Spencer could be Spencer. So now let me skip because I want to get back to the end on the end, right? We have Josh and Cameron. We get to see Cameron again for one scene. They're talking about, you know, so Spencer, came clean. Helped Trina And Cameron's like, so what did Trina say when she found out that Spencer's been on, knew she was innocent all along? And Jocelyn's like, I didn't get around it, didn't have a chance to tell her. And Cameron's like, wait, what? And it just didn't come up. But we were busy, other things were happening. And I'm thinking, yeah, you're looking at Dex get out of the pool. That's one of the things that was happening, girl. You know, but truth be told, Trina doesn't need that distraction yet. She, really, she can only handle, her brain can only process so much. And now dealing with the whole Spencer thing, just that's coming later. That's coming later. So Cameron is kind of like, well, are we good? And Joss is like, yeah. And guess what? Guess who rudely walks up? Jocelyn or Joss. You may even call her Joss. Joss, any word on Trina? And Cameron's looking like, who's this guy? And Jocelyn kind of snickers a bit and she goes, Dex, this is Cameron. She may have even said, my boyfriend, Cameron. Cameron, this is Dex. Do you know Dex did not even turn his head to acknowledge Cameron at all? It's like, Cameron don't matter. I don't care who he is. I'm here talking to you about Trina. She goes, because I was with her when she heard that the verdict might be in. And the verdict might be in. Did it come in? And Jocelyn's like, well, we haven't heard yet. And she goes, oh, he goes, okay, because, tell her I'm rooting for her, whatever he says. And he just turned, starts, talk to you later, see you later, whatever he says. Looking at Jocelyn, turns and walks away. And Cameron's like, okay, like, is this guy in the trailer? He goes, somebody he just met, And Jocelyn's like, nah, something else. There's another reason. I'm surprised she told Cameron, but she did, about the whole jury tampering thing. Because Cameron's out and out saying he's into you. And she's like, wait, me? No, he is not into me. And in my mind, I'm thinking, not yet, but he will be, and so will you. It's coming, everybody. It is coming right now, because right now Dex is not into Jocelyn. Dex is hoping he did a good enough job for Sonny, because he still got a job for Michael. But although we are finding out that, I don't know, Dex may have some other ulterior motive. And with what Michael has got him all entrenched in, Michael doing bad stuff, Sonny doing some bad stuff, Dex could take them both down. Isn't that going to be interesting? So Trina texts Joss and that the jury's in. She goes, oh my God, Cameron, jury's in. They're like, we gotta go. Well, of course, lo and behold, Cameron's not at the courthouse because Aiden got stranded and he had to go pick him up. Okay, what? Was the kid stranded out of town? Pick him up, take him home, and then you go to the courthouse to be there for your friend, your longtime friend. So then they get to the courthouse, and like I said, Spencer's there. But let's go to Spencer and Victor and Nicholas. Spencer walks in, and Victor's like, okay, did Martin come through on that plea deal? And Spencer's like, yes. 10 days of Spring Ridge. And they were like, oh, yes, good. Spencer's like, I turned it down. Victor's like, my boy, why? And Nicholas like, you what? And Spencer's like, they wanted me to name names. And he's looking at his Uncle Victor as to who helped me. And Nicholas said what I said. The guard that Victor hired helped you. However, the guard is smart enough not to say Victor hired him. I mean, and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, he wouldn't flip on Victor Cassadine. So Victor looks and he sits down and he goes, I'm proud of you, my boy. I'm proud of you. Taking responsibility for your actions. And I thought, wait, what? He didn't take no, Victor, you take responsibility for your actions too. But and Nicholas was like, yeah, my son is taking the fall for you. So Spencer was like, well, you know what? It's already done. It's a done deal. I've already signed it. So whatever. And Spencer's, I guess somebody texts, oh no, Spencer already had another in at the courthouse. let him know when the verdict was coming back in. See, Spencer can do some things when he want to do some things, right? So Nicholas and Victor are talking, and Spencer said, Uncle Victor, can you do me one favor? I need you to find Esme. I need you to find her. And he goes, okay. So he's telling Spencer's gone, Victor and Nicholas are talking, and Victor's like, I gotta find this Esme Prince. Now, when's the last time he saw her? Because I promised my nephew, great nephew, I'd find him. And Nicholas like, look, you're not gonna find her. I paid her off, she's gone. And Victor's like, she didn't seem like the type that would take that payoff, but okay, but either way, I'll still find her. Finally, Nicholas can't hold water. You're not gonna find her because she's dead. That's all Victor needs to hear here. Now he's got a blackmail point over Nicholas, but Nicholas by tomorrow's gonna say, oh, Ava did it. Nicholas is not gonna let that Victor think he did it. He'll say Ava did it. So now Victor have something over Ava's head, but that is Nicholas, right? That's Nicholas. So the jury comes back in. And Diane, before the jury comes in, Diane is begging with the judge, please just give her a continuance, give her a continuance. And the judge was kind of considerate, but he did end up listening to the prosecutor, because look, who knows when Oz will be able to testify. The jury has made the verdict. And who knows if Oz is going to be willing to testify on behalf of Diane. So the judge ended up not ruling in the prosecutor's favor, said, no, well, this is going to go on. We're going to let the jury read the verdict. So the jury comes in, and Dex, before the jury comes in, Dex sneaks in and sits down. And I thought, what's he doing there? Until we saw what he was doing there. When the jury comes in, he's eyeballing the foreman, stonewalling him. The foreman glances at him and like, oh my God. Jocelyn is looking at him, and then she's like, oh. So it's like that, huh? And she looks at the foreman, she looks at Dex, and she's thinking, okay, you do you, Dex. She's like, yeah, let's see how that works. She was pretty cool with that, wasn't she? Jocelyn, Miss Opinionated. Yeah, come on. I see Dex and Jocelyn. That's next month in soap opera land. So the last scene was the foreman standing up, and we have Trina and Diane. The camera's kind of between the foreman and them, and I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, what's gonna happen? Oh no. That's where they left us with that. And tomorrow we should hear something. I honestly don't know how they're going to go with this. I really think, you know what? Let's go to comment corner. There was a great comment that somebody gave me about not adventures in Pittenville, but maybe adventures in Spring Ridge. Which would be better. I mean, that would be better. We know Spring Ridge allows, even though Spencer signed it away, look, he could come back and get that changed, right? Real quick to go. If Trina is going to Spring Ridge, then Spencer would change that. His little deal to go be with her. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm too on edge on how they're gonna write this for this summer storyline. So let's get to comment corner. Comment corner. We had some great comments. I actually did a poll. I did a trivia. Who the baby mama, baby daddy situation going on. And we got some really, really good responses with that. And with that being said, let's talk about Sunny Corinthos. And I got some great responses. I'm not going to read it because I'll end up reading like the same things over and over and over again. I'm going to read the actual answers. Sunny's baby mamas were Lily, his wife, his first wife, Lily. She was pregnant when she got blown up in the car. We have Claudia Zakara was pregnant by Sonny. She got pregnant so he wouldn't kill her. Carly, pregnant multiple times by Sonny. We had Alexis. Alexis was pregnant by Sonny. We have Sam, who was also pregnant by Sonny. And let's see who else. Even I am missing some. We had Sam, who was pregnant by Sonny. And let me see who else was pregnant by Sonny. I wrote all the answers down with Sonny. Let's see. Here we go. Ava Jerome was pregnant by Sonny. That's 6. And Olivia Falconeri. There were 7 women who were either pregnant or had babies by Sonny Corinthos. 7. So Sonny's been busy throughout the years. Now let's talk about Elizabeth. Elizabeth had 4 different baby daddies, 4 pregnancies. She was pregnant by Xander. That's Cameron. Jason, which is Jake. But before Jake, she was pregnant by Rick Weber, and she lost that baby. It has something to do with the accident. Sonny was involved in that, which is the whole reason why Rick ended up kidnapping Carly, who was pregnant at the same time with Morgan. So actually, this was even before Cameron had to be. No, Cameron, I think, was already here. But it's just the timeline, the way, you know how the different ages don't quite match up. So she had Rick Weber, lost that baby. Xander, there's Cameron. Jason, there's Jake. And then Lucky was Aiden. So Elizabeth had 4 baby daddies. Carly had 3, which was Sonny, Jax, and AJ. Sonny, Jackson, AJ Quartermain. Those are Carly's 3. And Alexis's 3 was Julian Jerome, Sonny Corinthos, Rick Lansing. Rick Lansing with Molly. Molly is Rick's. So that's the baby mama, baby daddy. Then I also said, okay, I was talking because I did a video this weekend because I wanted to open it up for more comments on that trivia. And I said, all right, I want to know the original 4 Musketeers. When I say original, I mean OG, 20 years ago. 4 Musketeers. Who were they? The original 4 Musketeers was Elizabeth Weber, Lucky Spencer, Nicholas Cassadine, and Emily Quartermain. They were the 4 Musketeers in their teens. They did everything together. Now, they brought back another version of a young 4 Musketeers in the 2000s, mid 2000s. That consisted of Emma Drake, Jocelyn Jacks, Spencer Cassadine, and Cameron Weber. Those 4, when they were around age 8 years old, 7, 8, 9, right around there, it was those 4. Those 4. So those were the 4 Musketeers. Old and 4 Musketeers new. And the last thing that we talked about, I said, okay, let's talk about the ages of these new teens, these new, with Trina, Cameron, Spencer, and Joss, okay? Not so much Trina, because Trina wasn't born on screen. So the oldest one born on screen on General Hospital was Cameron Weber. He was born in 2004. 2004. The next child born on screen was Spencer Cassadine in 2006. The next one born on screen, believe it or not, was Emma Drake. She was born in 2008. And Jocelyn Jacks was born almost a year in the day after Emma. She was born in 2009. Wow. See how they kind of change the ages as they grow. As they grow. So those were the cliffhangers. Thank everybody for responding and answering to that. Let me get to some more comments that aren't related to the cliffhanger. We had let's see. We've got Susan. She feels on Friday, Diane did a great job, with punching holes in her arguments for Trina. Yeah, I believe Diane did a phenomenal job too. But guess what? We don't know how this is going to go at all. So we're going to have to see how this goes. She believed that the case, Lucy says that she believes that Diane presented a case of reasonable doubt. I do too. Reasonable doubt. I think even without the jury tampering, the jury did not have enough conclusive doubt that Trina did it. And let's see. Yes, Susan was just talking about some of the history questions. Once we start looking up things, you forget characters that had to do with a lot of General Hospital history, which is exactly what I like. I like that because we start to remember different characters and what happened. So thank everybody for your comments. I thank you very much. Great response. Tomorrow it's pins and needles. My goodness, I think I'll probably even dream about it. What are they gonna do to poor Trina? Let's see. Let's see what they're going to do. I just honestly don't have a true prediction because I don't know where the writing is going to go on this, but I am nervous to see what's going to happen. So I'll be back tomorrow.